guys. Thank you again for coming to our Christmas party, which is the 7th one?
The fourth one here.
4th one here.
I mean,
Officers Club.
Man, Officers Club.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Country club.
Country Club.
We were band. Where were we band?
We
Both?
got banned the last time.
Yeah.
I didn't go back and clean. I was like, I'm not going to keep my deposit. I'm not gonna... I was like, you're going to go back and clean? I was like, yeah, no. All right, guys, I want to thank you again for coming. I greatly appreciate you coming and spending some time with us. I know for every one of us here, this is kind of like our second family. This is our second family. And we've gone through a lot this past year. We've been very blessed, and some of that is, a lot of that is because of you guys in here. So thank y'all very much for doing everything that you do. Philip! There you go.
What? Oh, that other Philip. Quit being the asshole, Philip.
So, whenever Santa Claus, you ready?
Oh, you ready?
Oh, yeah. Guys, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming up here and celebrating this day with us. It's one of my favorite times. It's the most favorite time of the year. As has become a custom, we have FSU second ball. Thanks, Mike. Come in and share.
I know, I like it. Santa wears shades.
The night
All right, guys. So last year we did a little bit of a roast. You might remember. Some of y'all might still be cooling off from that. All right, but this year's little presentation or whatever is titled New Year's Resolution. Okay, so we're going to be positive this year. I'm just kidding. That's stupid. All right, so here we go. You ready? All right. You guys got your numbers?
Yes.
All right. This is some questionable numerical order. You got it? Yeah. It would help if half the people were here. It's okay. It'll be hilarious. All right, here we go. Here we go. You ready? All right. I'm going to preface this. I try to be a good human. Okay? I try not to be a practicing asshole, but I think like one. I have a constant running commentary going through my head every waking second of the day, fueled by obsessive observational humor and encyclopedic knowledge of pop culture, caffeine, internet memes, and a healthy dose of high-functioning ADD. And these Christmas presentations that Isaac likes me to do allow my brain to throw up on the paper and my mouth to say it out loud without feeling too bad about it. It's all in good fun. I'm sorry. Note, you won't fight me. You won't fight me. Okay. I'm a man of many skills. Okay. So I was going to do this whole thing where I make the words rhyme, and there was a DJ and a beat and some background dancers, and I was going to call it Kill You With Kindness. Because last year was a roast, and this year I was going to kill you with kindness. But then I was like, I'll just shit on people again. That worked out pretty good last time, and if it ain't broken, I'll fix it. Look at it, oh my God. Then I got to thinking, what if I treated it like a New Year's resolution? I could tell everyone how good they're doing on their lifts and how far they've come in their weight loss or whatever other fitness goals they've got. Maybe I could change it up some, and instead of being mean and sarcastic, I could be sweet and kind and uplifting, but I actually have to save all that kind of shit for Melanie, so you get none. She's gonna hate that. Like practically every New Year's resolution ever, I'm going to start out strong. I'm going to work really hard to be good. I'm going to throw some really nice truths at you. It's going to be wonderful, be so warm and fuzzy, Tara. Together, wrapped up in all that kindness, and like practically every New Year's resolution ever, it'll all come crashing down around us almost immediately. And I'll go back to being a condescending asshole for the rest of the show.
dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
So let's just go ahead and get this over with. All right? But first, a moment of silence for our lost natives, Christy Paul, Kim Sadler, Tiffany Jason, and Abdiel Boer. And Tanya's muscle ups. That joke is 4 years running and still applies. Thank you, Tanya, for your consistency. You're really good at sucking the muscle up. Here we go, number one, Tara. Tara's boot camp class has really taken off. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, we're out there busting our asses. So She works so hard to vary her programming and constantly comes up with new movements that we add to the boycott list and refuse to do. Fucking play checks. Stupidest bullshit ever. Functional movement, everybody. Alright, look at her. I like that movie. We've all gotten so good at putting up with her figurative shit that she added to the difficulty by making us put up with Riker's literal shit. Often at eye level while we're doing sit-ups, planks, or ROM-wide. I'm getting fucking hot. This happens every year. I try to be like Santa, proper Santa. I even shaved my beard a couple weeks ago because it's getting so hot. I'm gonna be naked by the time it's over. Oh, you got your
No, I'll turn it off by then, so we're good.
No, turn up high. All right. Denise and Amy are dedicated boot campers. They're not here, so fuck them, right? Denise clearly works hard every day and keeps Mike happy and successfully raised 2 great kids. Amy graduated from college a while back, is living at home still, and working for Philip Hopkins, God help him. And Hayden is the St. Joseph Athlete of the Week for the last 9 years. Every time you turn on the radio, an Athlete of the Week, Hayden Winchell. And the other guy who I don't know. I just hope that I never bring another student to Thursday ROM-wad with him ever again. My homeboy had to reel his tongue and eyeballs back in like he was deep sea fishing. So Amy and Denise and Lee were all bent over doing like fucking pigeon stretching and shit, wearing like spandex, and my teenage high school student that I brought was like that scene from The Mask where his eyes like pop out of his head. Like, dude, be cool. He's like, I'm trying, I can't. And then Amy was like, what? Perfect. It was his brain just like shorted out. Doug wasn't there, but he would have done the same thing. Dr. Lee is one of my all-time favorite people. She's got such a kind heart and really pushes me, sometimes literally, through those stupid fucking boot camp wads that for some reason I keep showing up for. She's a veterinarian and her fondness for pets is well known. She's constantly posting pics of animals or texting me with suggestions for the new Gainer family pet. But aside from Rowdy, I've only seen each dog once. So I'm pretty convinced that she's secretly supplying Dragon Palace with chicken. Salad doggy for you. That racist, I don't know. All right. Through hard work and dedication, Kat has led the kids class from 2 to 3 kids to a major part of the gym's public image. Even making a legitimate credit for high school students, and Lord knows they need all the help they can get. Look at Rankin, she's like, yeah. I see it every day, and they're like, I don't even know what PE is, man. Kat went from literally crying on my shoulder at 2:05 about the man of her dreams. True fact. My ex-girlfriend called Melanie and was like, hey, I saw Michael at the bar with this girl, this tall brunette. And Melanie's like, I'm pretty sure that's Kat. Like, her car's parked in my driveway. Fun fact, my wife, who I've been with for 15 years, and my ex-girlfriend are in the same bunko group, so that's weird. Anyway, so man of her dreams, and then a few weeks ago got engaged to said man of her dreams, and if that isn't a Christmas miracle, I don't know what is. Jesus fucking
America.
Take my pants off, please. Wait. All right, so I'm still on Kat. I actually spend a lot more energy on Kat than I did on anyone else because I like her a lot, even when it's hard to like her a lot. Because she accused me of quitting something, and that upsets me because if I quit something, it's because there's like a legitimate reason. Because when you're a grown-up, and you're a real person, and you're like paying taxes and have a job and kids and stuff, like sometimes you gotta quit shit. Okay? So I'm gonna lay this truth on her and all of you so you can have some perspective with what all of us deal with if you've got like an entire fucking brood of kids. Okay. So here we go. I wish Kat was here because I want to look into her eyes. And she's not here. And so Kat, I want you to know that I do this
To help you?
I love you. All right, so I want you to remember this moment in 2 or 3 years when you've had your own little miracle. When your beautiful, precious, never loved anything like that before newborn is crying and sick and covered in shit, and you are covered in shit in the bed and the floor and the wall, and somehow the ceiling is covered in shit, and your parents are getting old and sick and tired, and Adam is working his 8th night shift in a 7-day week and trying to pay student loans and car payments and a mortgage, and you're writing your 6th dissertation for your 5th college degree, and you're working on your 10th CrossFit certification and working your 19th job in 6 years. And you are justifiably exhausted in every conceivable way. My soul hurts for you. But, and then come talk to me about quitting hobbies. Parenthood. Sacrifices must be made. I used to be leaner than Ricky. True fucking fact. I had veins in my abs. I got kids now, so that ain't happening. All right. Sacrifices must be made. Sure, I'd love to hold your baby while you coach because I can do both because I'm a fucking professional. True fact. Done it with you. Where's TJ? Done it with you. Anybody else's kid I held while coaching? Pretty sure. Sarah's? I never hold Amanda. That kind of shit get me in trouble. That's how rumors get started. You keep that shit to yourself. All right, now if Adam was here, and I'd love to look into his eye, because that boy, he don't know what he's getting into, but he's a good dude. So I literally wrote, you can look at it right here. I said, Adam, I got nothing. You're a prince. Thanks for the tips on my lips, coach. That's all I got. The homeboy's a good dude. I got nothing for him. All right. Speaking of kids class, Camille's had a lot of struggles over the past few years, and she's become an important part of the gym and a true friend to me. It's true. She comes over for dinner all the time. Seeing her become a strong, independent woman has been a real treat for Melanie and me. I don't share Papa Murphy's with just anyone. Have you ever had their meat stuffed pizza? This shit is fucking incredible. No? I should work with her. All right. I'm especially proud of her for enrolling in full-time college in the same degree as I have, kinesiology, and using that knowledge to help coach people in her own height and weight class. She'll give a dry mouth. Hang on, guys. We're about to turn it up. All right. Freddie and Victoria. That's them right here. Freddie and Victoria are 2 more lovebirds we've got here at the gym. They're planning a wedding as well. Victoria is actually planning the wedding, while Freddie texts me and Isaac and a few other guys a bunch of stupid shit about Instagram hoes and how great Kias are. He keeps trying to sell me a Kia. I'm not getting my big ass Kia, bro. Can we put a suspension lift to some shit?
Once, close to the key and fucked her down.
I'm pretty sure that's happened. Was there an Instagram hoe in the Kia? On the Kia? No. Like Tawny Katane, the white stick Kia? Here I go again on my own. What a lame fucking video that be. Firebirds? Nah, Kias. Alright, so, oh, here we go. Okay. I swear to God, Freddie, if you fuck this up, I'm going to beat you to within an inch of your life. True fact. Not because I'm worried about Victoria, she'll be fine, but because we've all invested way too much time and effort into your relationship for you to blow up for us. Champion fucker-upper right there. Aaron came to us from Northside Barbell. Aaron, where you at? Aaron? Tinky?
Aaron's right here.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm bad at food.
We're in order.
Oh, you actually did it right? Yes.
Except for someone
I'm sorry, I expected y'all to blow it. Okay, 302? Same thing. That other shithole don't care about. Aaron came here to us from 302 and was making a lot of progress until she hurt her ankle. Okay? And she had some surgery, and now she's as good as new. They did this experimental procedure where they just removed the damaged foot and fashioned her a new one from the stump. She's got so much leg that no one even noticed. Now we can just do something about her resting sad face. Okay, so Erin is a beautiful girl. She has incredible proportions. And she's a good lifter and so forth and so on. But she comes in, she's like, it's like she really just doesn't want to be here. I'm like, hey, Erin. She's like, hey. So So like if she's actively engaged in a conversation, everything's cool, but she just goes into like sleep mode. Jennifer Snyder had surgery too. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer knows I love her. All right, had surgery too. She had a pretty serious tear in the meniscus, which I can tell you is not a pleasant experience. I've had the same thing. After some rehab and working out, she can now return to her real passions, which are fucking heavy metal. Lift us some weights. And teaching kindergartners. Those are three of our favorite topics. Her husband back there. Homeboy hadn't cracked a smile all night. You're right. You're right. You're right. Happily married for 314 years. Mike is another one that came to us from Northside, right? Did I get the gym right? Doesn't fucking matter. None of that matters. He was a solid pickup and has become a pretty good friend of mine. He even made me this cool friendship bracelet that I had to pay for. And the sweet ass throne. Him and Kyle and me and Jared. You'd be amazed what you could do with zip ties. Like he's got a zip tie cock ring, and it's. Brenda goes. Fun fact, I just ad-libbed that, and that worked out really well. Hey, you know what's cool? So when I bought this thing 4 years ago, it was pretty snug, right? And now I've run out of holes. So just do what I do in my normal life and make more holes. Bigger. No one's gonna hate that joke. Look, I drink and I know things. True fact. All right, let's see where we at. Oh yeah, Mike and Brenda. Mike is actually living the culmination of my lifelong dream. It's true to be a swole, bearded, tattooed, gnarly-looking, badass old man. My man. Yeah. Watching him interact with Brenda is often a high note of my day. Again, observational humor. I see the little details that make everything funny. We'll be doing a WOD, or me and Isaac will have very clearly explained what needs to be done, and Brenda will walk over to Mike and be like, "Do what now?" Brenda's been here for a while. Like, you know what a wall ball is? And she'll be like, all the way down. What about when we're like, I'm trying crossing by up, I want to know. I got the wrong shoes on. Actually, I got the right shoes on tonight. All right. Anyway, he'll like, do what now? He'll calmly explain it. But every few minutes she'll ask again and he'll get progressively more and more irritated. Do it like this! And he's trying to be chill, but his teeth, he's got that test pumping, you know? Anyway, so he's progressing more. It's hilarious. What's even funnier is when Brenda just like moves right along, like bopping to the music, fucking around with me, like laughing and stuff. Like she doesn't even like pay attention to it. Like he'll just like vein popping out of his neck and shit. And then go back to doing it. And then the next round I have to ask again. But look at her. She toasted me again. Everything I say is true. That's what makes it funny. It's funny because it's true. Anyway, but eventually she'll learn.
I don't give a shit.
In my the subtle art of not giving a fuck. Quality reading right there. How's the battery doing?
We're good.
Excellent. Susie's looking down at her knee, and then he's a second goes, oh god. Susie's another one that we reverse cherry picked from another gym here in town. She has turned into quite the specimen with a beautiful smile, I might add. She's true. She's just carved. It's incredible. A true testament to hard work, diligence, consistency, and more than a little madness when it comes to training with injuries. Once she hits 35, she'll learn that lesson. Remember when you were younger and you're like, I'm gonna walk that shit off. And now like we'll be running in my ankle. Oh God, no. Like Lee will have to be like, come on. I'm like, I'm going. As fast as I can. My zombie walk on. All right. There is one person I'm sure is very grateful that Susie and Brenda learned certain lessons in nursing school. Without them, my very good friend and occasional WOD partner, Lee, got quiet.
I know.
We're about to talk about dead people. Lacey wouldn't be here. It's true. And I think that would make a lot of us very sad indeed. Lacey represents everything it means to be a CrossFitter, an FSU native, and a generally good human. All right, she's a beautiful woman inside and out. I was emotional.
You're the worst Santa ever.
Keep the fucking elf back there. I fired you bitches for leaving.
I'm the elf.
Based on how he's dressed, he sits on all kinds of shit. That's a gay joke. Alright. Alright, so Lacey is a generally good human, and she loves her family and friends, works out so hard, and it literally killed her. And then, as soon as she could, she got... It did. For those of you who don't know, like, she died. Like, on the floor. And I know that, like, you're not supposed to bring up sad, traumatic shit, but look at her. She's incredible.
Yeah.
See, I'm like some people, I don't like to dodge, she fucking nailed it. She's like, resurrection, done. She write a 2,000-year-old book about me. Anyway, she loves her friends and family. She works out so hard that it literally killed her. And then, as soon as she could, she got back up and started all over again, living life like it's a fucking AMRAP. I love that. That's my favorite line. I love that. I know I kind of killed the flow or whatever, but I love that.
Love you, Lacey.
All right, the Beatles. You're not here?
No.
They broke up a long time ago. They had like a baby, and like they work out, and then they come at 5:30 a.m. and then there's like a baby. They don't talk to me. I don't know if they talk to anybody. They don't talk to me. I hope they talk to the baby. They probably give birth to the only baby that doesn't make noise. Shaner. Shaner's my boy. We share the same barber, literally and figuratively. Has gone from jacking up trucks out of a tiny little rental garage to owning his own industrial grade shop. It's a real testament to his passion and commitment to his craft. He's even gone to a seminar with Isaac to improve his business savvy. It's a cool bro trip, right? Right. And while business may be booming and he's putting on amazing lifts and tires in these trucks and building a business, Homeboy's belly is the only thing he can't seem to put a suspension lift on. I realize that's kind of the kick in the dick, but I gotta like lowbrow it sometimes. Michelle Johnson's not here, but okay. So Michelle joined us a while back, and since then has had 2 back surgeries just a few weeks apart. Neither of which I don't think were CrossFit related, but CrossFit has helped her rehabilitate her back injuries, and she's become quite the specimen. It's true, she's like ripped up and stuff now. So it turns out all you need to do to look great is to destroy your body, have major reconstructive surgery, go to rehab, eat healthy, commit to a healthy lifestyle, and then pay a personal trainer a small fortune. Big deal. Let's do it. Quit fucking around. Let's do it. Isaac said she's an incredibly hard worker, and he just spurs her on with solid coaching advice like, great job, and you can do it, put your back into it. Not that much back! Not that much back! Too much back. You're running out of back. Surgery to add more back. Brian Walford has done really well this year working for himself, coercing people into buying whatever it is he's selling. I honestly can't remember what it was because the presentation went on so long that I got so hungry I stopped listening. He also moonlights as a part-time almost doctor. Brian was one of Isaac's first clients back at the Heat, another shining example of Isaac's coaching skills made evident by Brian's Adonis-like physique and world-renowned... Phil starts laughing before I can finish the punchline. Made evident by Brian's Adonis-like physique and world-renowned marathon times that he sets annually. Get it? Annually, because he only works out once a year? I left Kim out because she gets mad at me when I speak to or about her. She'll probably be mad at me for leaving her out of this too. See, but if you think about it, I didn't leave her out because that was a joke about leaving her out. She hates me. She come over to the house, talk to Melanie, and she's like talk to Melanie like this. God, all right. For almost 2 years, TJ has been the #1 deadlifter in the gym. some reason, when I talk shit about TJ, Diana fucking wets her shit. I did it last year about the Ebonics joke, and you could hear her do the we got the right radio channel on, right? All right, TNR. All right. So number one deadlifter in the gym. Yes, he's very strong, but he also only has to pull the bar about 8 inches off the ground. My man can tie his shoes without bending over.
That's great.
Yeah, no, it's a hell of a gift you have there, man. He's really turned into an incredible athlete. He cut a few pounds and is now leaner than ever. He spends so much time here that we've basically watched Aaliyah grow up in front of our eyes. She's a beautiful baby girl. It won't be long before she's getting a driver's license and graduating from high school, and maybe then he'll let her out of that fucking stroller. Philip Forrest is a great friend of mine. And he very graciously hosts, he's a very gracious host at his party. He's got a beautiful home and great food and snacks in the pool and hopefully a filtration system in the pool. It took me a while, but I finally figured out why he's so gracious. It's because he knows that at any given point he's going to need furniture disassembled, moved out, reassembled, disassembled, moved back in, and reassembled. Yeah.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
It's one of the many games he enjoys playing with his friends. Philip's wife, Sean, also likes to play games with us. We've got together to play the voting games, categories, and of course, Cards Against Humanity. There's something hilarious about a classy lady like Sean playing a game that often describes, in great detail, 2 midgets shitting in a bucket, being balls deep in a squealing pig, or Cody having to explain what pixelated bukkake is. If you don't know what bukkake is, you can swoop it. You guys know what swooping is? Like when you're forced to like look up the definition of what this weird ass shit they talk about in Cards Against Humanity? I'll let you go ahead and handle that. Swooping is both encouraged and frowned upon. It's the weird paradox of the game. But maybe you can go through Elizabeth's computer, like her picture files, and find something there. Probably in the folder marked turtleneck. So I went to a strip club one time, and Elizabeth wore turtleneck. Because that's what you wear to strip club. And so Cody and I never got one dance because we're too busy laughing about that. And so we find, admittedly, the cutest girl in the whole place, and every time the girl would like back her ass, it was like, eventually she looked like this. She's so mad at me. She just. It's like your son goes to my school. And he's in 3rd grade for like 9 years. I think it's always proud to point out that the Walfords and TJ and the Suarezes and Jill. Look at her. Last year I told her she had herpes going on. I've been around since he was at the Heat. Jill always gives an impressive performance. She really puts in the time and effort to be so muscular and defined. It's true, she's incredible. Like she's carved out of marble, like a Greek statue. And when I grow up, I want to be just like that. I want to be long and lean and vascular. Like Jill is. So far, I can only check one body part off the list, but I'm working on the rest. Second dick joke of the night. We're about to be on a roll. Yeah. After a few hundred daily attempts, Troy has finally got his double unders down. He's another one of those super cool old dudes that kind of like like a charming rogue, you know, like a cat. And so it was hilarious to watch this wealthy, handsome, dignified silver fox of a man trying to jerry-rig a detention band around his arms. And bear in mind, he's like appropriately hairy, like not gross hairy, but like appropriately hairy. So it's kind of like manly, right? So you know that had to hurt. Right. So he had his detention band around his wrist to keep his arms down. Anyway, it snapped off and hit him right in the fucking dick. And he's rolling around on the ground like he took a knee. Like he Kaepernicked it. And he's trying to be cool about it. And I'm looking at him, and I'm laughing so hard, I'm like wetting myself. And I'm like, Troy, all right? He's like, Anyway, then he gets up and tries it again. Because, it didn't work the first time, they'll definitely work again. Another old fox is John White. Right here. Yeah. What does your name say? Go ahead, John, let's see it. You're number 22. What does it say, John? Oh, he's going to be a bitch about it. John Cocksmith White. All right. He's so... He handled that cock like nobody's business. He's so charming that no matter how many cocks he handles, I still don't mind shaking hands with him. When Tara is sleeping it off somewhere and I have to coach her on Saturday mornings, I always create these elaborate wads, but then we just end up playing knockout for an hour. It's a hell of a workout, by the way. Where am I at? John and I bonded over that kind of thing, and I still won't let him touch my junk, except that one time, and it was medical. So was Cody's and Kyle's and like half a dozen other people.
Yeah, he touched mine.
Yeah, because you live with him. So like, I assume that's why you pay rent.
I said no.
Anyway, but even though it was only the one time, he asked nicely and he promised not to make eye contact. Yeah, that's like 3 big jokes in a row. Keep it in class again. Casey Tupa. She's gonna bury herself in a scarf. Right. Casey Tupa and I get very competitive while playing basketball. did that or did I not have it today?
I was going to say, how fitting.
It's because I wrote it like an hour ago. She tried to big body me this morning and then seemed shocked when it hurt her instead of me. She's sitting there rubbing her shoulder and it's like, oh my God, it's like running into a wall. And everybody else is like, yeah. So I guess all the schooling that she has doesn't mean shit. They didn't teach her like physics or... I don't know if you know this, but I'm considerably larger than you are. Rankin gave me some pretty serious schooling a few weeks ago. She's an excellent athlete and ball player, and she actually shook me so bad that my ankles buckled. Like that was like some bull stuff. Oh, that was bad, dude. I got wild with it. Anyway, so I fell flat on my back, legs in the air, all defenseless and shit, but she didn't capitalize on the opening and only got to score with 1 ball instead of 3. Bad, man. Katie has inserted herself into our little group quite nicely. When she joined up, I honestly figured that she'd come for a week or two and then fizzle out like so many, many others.
Me too.
At least you're like, realistic. But I'm happy to say that she's proved me wrong by not only training consistently and showing legitimate progress, but then chronicling it and posting her experiences on Facebook to an extremely positive response. Like, that's it. She got great hair.
Good.
I don't know what to say. She's excellent. Anna Catherine has made a hell of a lot of improvements too, especially in the quads and shoulders. Starting to get some nice. Look at that. Starting to get like some nice like musculature going. It's either in spite of or because of carrying AJ's sorry ass around. AJ thinks I hate him. I don't know. I got. AJ is finally about to finish school or training or interning or whatever the fuck he does. He's a pretty solid athlete and the president of the Physical Therapist Assistant Club at school. Which is kind of like being the captain of the window licking team. So, good job, AJ. I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but every class that I coach, when AJ's in it, I randomly scream out, hey, good job, AJ, even if he's not doing anything. So you'll be standing at the water fountain tying your shoes, good job, AJ! Yeah, the most unimpressive athlete ever. All right, Bridget. Bridget is one of my closest female friends. We went to see Chris Stapleton together, which was super fun, great night. Well, like everybody was looking at us like,
I know.
but you're and she's.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was awesome. Had the best corn dog of my life, and the ices were awesome. Great conversation, right? When she first started at FSU, I was coaching her in weightlifting, and she was PRing like all the time. True fact, right? You see her nodding her head? Okay. Now she coaches weightlifting, and I haven't PR'd in almost 2 years. Now, to be fair, I hadn't been to a weightlifting class in the same amount of time because I hate Carlos. And she hasn't coached me once. But I'm just pointing out facts. I have not PR'd in 2 years, and I'd like her. Diana is another one of my closest friends. And it's been a real pleasure watching her go through a bit of a renaissance lately. She's kind of starting to discover herself, like how Diana got her groove back. That kind of shit. Find herself a young black man on an island. Trent has moved out of the house. Trace and Dana are strolling through school. She's looking thicker than shit in them tights. She has an incredible rack, drives a badass truck, gainfully employed by some really good people, and she's about to sell a beautiful custom mansion out in the country and move into a track home so generic you can get it over the counter at HEB. Oh. Kelsey's picked up a few things at HEB during her time too. Like how everybody laughs, they don't know what they're laughing about. She's learned invaluable people skills, how to deal with stressful situations and schedules, and how to tolerate irritating coworkers. When you watch the video later and you find out what I'm talking about, then you'll know it's funny. Right. To her credit, she seems to know exactly what she wants and has been working very hard to get it. This includes impressive meal planning, leading to a leaner figure and strength gains, geometrically flawless teeth, true fact, and ass envy from just about everybody. Okay? It occurs to me that this one was actually in reverse and the subtle burn was in the beginning instead of the end. Most of you have no idea what I'm talking about, but trust me, it's funny. I'm almost done last page, I promise. All right, there may be a few of you that don't know my young ward, Ricky Reedus. He's the dipshit drinking out of the Wolverine. I got a sweater! Isaac and I co-parented. Heterosexual life parenting. Co-parented very effectively and practically raised the man that is the specimen you see before you. Ricky has moved to Austin to train with some of the best athletes in the world and arguably the best weightlifting coach in the world, no shit. Is dating a beautiful young woman and has finished training as a sheriff, police officer, prison guard, boy, I don't know, something to do with fucking badges. It's nice to see him being a grown-up and not leaving ass indentions in my couch, eating my leftovers, and leaving pew trimmings in my guest shower. Like you shaved the fucking husky. I opened the shower door and it's like a hay loft. Then you just dive into it. And it's like stuck on you. Alright, so you'll notice Isaac's last, right? He's number 33. Alright, so it's been another year here at FSU. This is my 5th Christmas party, and I'll be beginning my 6th year in March. I'm proud to say Isaac has become like a brother to me. Just yesterday, I clogged his toilet, and he wasn't even mad about it. It's true, of course, he could have fucking warned me, so that's like another brother thing that you do, right? You let him pick up that toilet, and blame it on him. You fucking knew it was clogged, you bitch. It would have cost $200 anyway before me. That's real love right there. He's been putting up with my shit for so long it doesn't even bother him anymore. He's expanded his business to the kids class, weightlifting has been holding strong, and even though the competitors class has thinned a little, he's still dealing with some real talent. He finally got rid of that old beater truck and bought Troy's old beater truck. And still hasn't cleaned all the oil out of the parking lot from his original old beater truck. Sonya lost her knees on it. Frankie, did you shake Sonya right now? Now that Tiffany's gone, we finally get our fridge back, and it'll be spring before the real cockroaches start crawling back. It occurs to me as I sit actually sit on my phone. It knows better. I haven't actually sat down. This thing is awesome. You did a great job, guys. Thank you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and kill the comedic flow right now while I chew this ice. It occurs to me as I sit here on this incredible throne that we've built what a real piece of work this gym is. Every time I do my little show, I always bring it back to the real point of places like this. You've created something special. a place where all of us from different walks of life come here to be miserable together. In our own way, you've built a kingdom where people come to train and feel appreciated and know they're getting good coaching, a kingdom where we build strong muscles and strong friendships, a kingdom where eating a high-protein diet and then using the questionable plumbing is evidently encouraged. And even though I'm the one sitting on this throne right now, and I'm going to be sitting on it for the inevitable forthcoming group picture, we all know who's the real power behind the throne. Tanya. Merry Christmas,
All right, let's go around, do a little picture, and then we'll
Here's Isaac.
the parents. For the presents.
Tanya.
Favorite elf.